But it's a question because the last time I had a film related guest on, I interviewed oh fuck, I forgot it. Oh shit, it's the guy who
Tom
directed.
Hanks.
No, I'm not talking to him anymore. He's
No.
he's just he's a troll. But the guy who directed The Crow,
Yeah.
I can't
Um,
remember his
yeah.
fucking name. Yeah, but
Luckily, I
anyway,
didn't on the computer, but Alex
Pro
Proyas.
Race. Oh yeah, that's it. Fuck, not Michael Bay as I thought. But with the question I had asked him about, because he did this film called Dark City, that it's generally considered one of the best ever sort of like
Yeah.
sci-fi horrors, but it completely tanked when it came out. But time has proven him right that even though it may have lost money, it's now considered brilliant. So the question I would have for you, and I know you've been asked about this hundreds of thousands of times, is how does it feel being proven right all along about a wet hot American summer?
I wish it was reflected in my wallet sometimes, but if I had a nickel for everyone who has asked me that question, I'd probably be wealthy, but I'm not. But in truth, um, I would rather have the very small but very devoted and enthusiastic group of fans of my work that I have versus making things that make a lot of money that no one feels much about or remembers or cares about.
But the other thing is, because I interviewed Guinevere Turner, and I'm name dropping my tits off,
I'm
hopefully.
amazed.
Thank you. She wrote American Psycho,
Yeah.
the film adaptation. And the thing is like, let me ask you this: how many films do you think have ever been made?
How many? Probably
Yeah.
600 to 700 at
Well,
least.
it's more like 8,000, I would say.
Okay.
But how many of them do you think are comedies?
Probably maybe over 100.
Exactly. But so, what's it like knowing that you're responsible for one that so many people consider one of the greatest ever comedies?
It's hard to, it's amazing. But I mean, it doesn't affect my daily life because how would it? But when people say that to me, it does make me feel really great. And I know that it was as all things are, a movie is a big combination of chance and the right people and the right ideas coming together at the right time. And certainly there was some magic in the bottle with Wet Hot American Summer, and I'm grateful to have been a part of it.
And unfortunately, you cast that nobody, Bradley Cooper, and that
Yeah.
loser went on to do nothing.
First job.
And last,
Yeah.
I mean, well,
Same,
what?
it was Elizabeth Banks' first job too.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
But,
In
but
fact,
that's
in fact, she had to come up with what her name would be during that time, and her deadline was because I had to do the credits in the movie, and I'm like, listen, we got to lock this down and ship it, so I need to know what your last name's going to be. And she finally said, okay, Banks.
But the thing is, it's actually because the girl I'm dating, it's her favorite film,
Wow.
and just today her business get shut down because of coronavirus. So I'm gonna have to make her, a nice dinner, nice glass of wine, play some music. Then we're gonna watch Then we're gonna watch Wet Hot American Summer. And if she speaks once, I'm gonna crack her head open with an ashtray.
What's her name?
Michael.
So tell her that I said, and I'll do this in my best Irish accent. Hey, Michael, glad you could enjoy my movie.
That sounds like you're making fun of M. Night Shyamalan.
I'm not. I'm just not very good at this.
But with 20 years coming up with Wet Hot American Summer, like,
Oh my God, you're right.
is there any anniversary plans coming up?
Holy shit, it's 20 years this summer. No, there aren't. We came out with a book last year, which was an annotated screenplay where we talked all about how we made the movie, and it's this nice kind of coffee table book that is a good keepsake for the movie, and nobody bought it. So I'm figuring maybe people are not as interested in in the product as they used to be. But we should do something for the 20th anniversary if we're out of the virus by then.
I'd love to see. But the thing where I think that the film has so much of a cult following is as it gets older, the cast is insane. Like Paul Rudd, Bradley Cooper, Amy Poehler, and that's just a few who have really gone on to do huge shit. And
Yeah,
it's kind of like the Avengers of comedy, only they work for scale.
yeah, exactly.
But
Molly Shannon, Chris Maloney.
well, yeah, I've slapped both of them, and both of them could have done with a shave. I'm just saying,
Me too.
respectfully.
By the way, you too.
No, this isn't hair.
Okay.
But I've got to ask the lazy questions you've been asked a million times, but I have to say,
I want to hear
is
them.
is there going to be a season 4 for Netflix?
I don't think so. Just because I feel like we kind of wrapped it up with Wet Hot American Summer 10 years later. We sort of made an ending to the story. Not that I wouldn't be open to doing other things in that universe. But at the moment, I think we're on a break from it. And my partner in Wet Hot, Michael Showalter, is off making lots of movies right now. And maybe at some point we'll come back to it.
Well, if you want to use my idea of Wet Hot American Summer 11 years later,
Ooh,
I'm not going to sue you.
I'm writing it down, and I'm writing your name down next to it.
Thank you. It's
Got it.